Hi, this is Caitlin Trouton with Area TV, and I'm here with Justin, Josh, and Ren from StandardVision. They are specialists in large-scale digital media installation, and they use Flame, Maya, AutoCAD, and I'm going to let them do the talking because it's really interesting. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about the company and what you guys do.
Really what we focus on is growing from a cinematography background, and obviously a passion for architecture, is these really large-scale architecturally integrated custom media displays, sort of a mouthful. But it depends project to project, but in principle it's integrating LED pixels that are all networked together onto facades of buildings or interiors of buildings, and then creating content for those systems, running the content, and then installing the system so that you can run the content. It's a turnkey solution, but we really do sort of soup to nuts the entire system. So if the job requires it, we'll go in and do entitlement planning documents with the developer and the architect, get those approved, and then move into sort of technical integration with the electrical engineer and structural engineer and architect, and make sure that the thing is actually held on the building and can be installed and is up to code and all these different things. And so we're doing a lot of art-based work as well. So it's a little bit amoebic, whatever the job requires. But we're I don't know, it's growing gangbusters, and we're very excited about where it's moving.
Yeah, so you guys really do immersive experiences for people who come because it's so large scale and you're doing it in building and out. What exactly are some of the challenges you face producing such big projects where you need the content and all the fun stuff of just managing that much media?
The challenges range all over the place. One of the issues is that it's not just producing media in a standard format. These are LED displays for the most part, and they can be extremely low resolution by numbers, like 48 by 1024. You've got a sign this tall and stretches all the way across a wall. And so you have to design custom media for that sign that looks good based on the pixel pitch of the sign, is legible, and it's actually built for that format. So that's very much of a challenge. And the project that we recently finished in Beirut, which was actually a very, very large video wall, it was 256 high-definition video monitors. That ended up being a huge palette to work with, and we had to work in 6K in order to produce content that would be appropriate for that large of a palette.
Okay, that's interesting, because that's a lot of data that you have to manage, and then you have to create the content, and you're the Flame artist that these guys have been working with to do that. Maybe you could tell us why Flame works for projects like this with so much data and having to create content for large installations.
Well, first I think the important thing with what Josh touched on is the content that they do provide. They do work for artists, projects, and some of the content might just be environmental or atmospheric, say. And as a Flame artist, it's just been such a delight, because a lot of my commercial or film work, it's a set green screen comp that I know what has to be done, and that's it. But out in the main world, a lot of the creative tool set that Flame has always had, which is so robust, using the toolkit is massive. It doesn't get used as much, and so here it's almost been like I've been set free. It was sort of make it look good and come up with things, and it's just an unparalleled tool set, first of all.
So is it a lot of data that you're managing in Flame?
It is a lot of data, and it handles it great, and the new library setup and the way everything integrates is wonderful. But for me, as an artist, it's the creative toolkit mostly, and I'm finally reaching back to my creative background, my school art background, and that's its real power.
That's a great story. So thank you very much, all three of you, for coming out and talking with us, and also for presenting on the show floor and telling our NAB viewers about what you guys do. And thanks for watching Area TV, and make sure you don't miss their presentation that's also on our NAB page. Thanks a lot.